Principal Secretary, the Premier and the Chairman of the Council, Dr. Robert Mutula, members of the Priority Council, distinguished guests, officers of St. John Ambulance Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellency, today this annual parade and inspection ceremony is a occasion that we not only celebrate a tradition of excellence, but also service, sacrifice, discipline, compassion, and it attributes to thousands of men and women who dedicate their time and skills to saving lives and saving communities across our nation. Your Excellency, allow me to express my sincere appreciation to you for your unwavering support for the health sector reforms and your continued patronage of St. John Ambulance Kenya. Your leadership continues to strengthen partnership between government, communities, development partners in advancing the health and the well-being of our citizens. Your Excellency, we recognize, as the Ministry of Health, we recognize St. John Ambulance Kenya as a very strategic partner in advancing Taifa Care, our model for universal health coverage. As we strengthen healthcare delivery, emergency medical services must become more responsive and accessible to every Kenyan. The first few minutes following an accident or a medical emergency often decides whether a life is saved or a life is lost. And this is why the work of St. John's remains very critical and important to the health of our citizens. Your Excellency, I commend St. John Ambulance Kenya for its highway emergency response project, which continues to provide life-saving interventions along our major transport corridors. This initiative demonstrates the power of partnership in reducing preventable deaths through rapid response and timely emergency care. We are also looking forward to working with St. John's in strengthening collaboration under the Every Woman, Every Newborn, Everywhere program that you launched in order to improve maternal and newborn health through community outreach, emergency referrals, and timely transport services, particularly in the most underserved areas. With over 60,000 trained volunteers, St. John represents one of Kenya's largest volunteer movement, Your Excellency. We remain committed with working with Parliament, the Office of the Attorney General, the entire leadership of St. John Ambulance, in order to modernize St. John Ambulance Act, which is before Parliament, and strengthen its role in our healthcare and emergency response. As St. John prepares for a new chapter, including the relocation of its headquarters, we appreciate your government's continued support toward securing them a long-term home for this important institution. Allow me, Your Excellency, to conclude by thanking every volunteer, every officer, cadet, and the support of St. John Ambulance Kenya, and every life saved matters, every emergency responded to matters, and every act of service matters. Together we will strengthen emergency medical service, build healthier communities, advance Taifa Care for a stronger, safer, and more resilient Kenya. It is now my honor and duty to ask you, all of us, to stand up as I welcome His Excellency the President to make his keynote address. Thank you, Your Excellency.